Okay. Now you join us in June and it's not even end of July. How do you feel about your progress?
I think it's been pretty good. Getting out there doing the Facebook thing and increasing number of friends, and the number kind of fluctuates because you get all those people that you then have to block because they're those scammy people.
Mhm. Trust me, there'll be people. I'll show you what my because when you say scary
Oh, scammy.
or
Like
scammy. Oh,
they're like,
yeah.
they inbox me now, you won something or other, and I'm like,
Oh
no,
yeah.
no, no, go away.
Um, you can check the profile, but you also need to. Oh, have I hired someone yet? I hired this person. Okay. I love you too. Do you love me? Like, yes, yeah. Like, please answer me.
Wow.
In a way, for Asian, because I live in a Western society, I'm quite exotic, and because of my bubbly personality, you know how many people will misread me as like, I thought you were interested even in real life, so online. But those are the fake profile. They are actually more on the what do you call it, Instagram as well. Yeah. So the scammy people, they will ask you to invest. But you can check their profile too.
Well, I do try to, I go through and, if I already see that they've got nobody's gotten this one right yet, they're asking you to get the number right out of one of these pictures. And I'm like, okay, those are the ones I already know, that as soon as you put an answer in, they're like, oh, hey, you won, inbox me now. And do you have your Cash App and
Yeah.
WhatsApp and all this other stuff? So I don't even bother with them.
Yeah. So you can actually block them straight away.
I do.
Yeah. So because or even those, gentlemen who are interested in you, you know that you're not going to
Yep.
mhm. Yeah, I can't find them because I block them or my VA block. Okay. So when do you start going back to teaching your job?
Later in August.
So we still have a month to go. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. How do you feel finding adding friends, doing the content? How do you find your time management?
Getting better. It's only my second week now of really doing it with the process that you gave me.
Hmm.
So getting better, and you said to get it up there at like 8 o'clock. So
Mm,
that's kind of a good time for me because mom's already in her room.
mm.
Now when I'm doing the Facebook lives, when I went in to do it, it says like you can do it, but then you can post it at a later time, so you can do the live anytime, or maybe it's like create event. I don't know. I'm still learning that part of it because it's got
No,
other things on the
schedule
screen
and
when you're setting
live.
it up.
Yeah, I think you can schedule
Yeah.
the next live. That's what when I do the live, if I go live, if I go live, you can see, where's my finger? You can see there's a square there.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So if I press this is event schedule. Okay, that's interesting. This is new button. Use poll to engage the audience. Oh, that's new function. You learn new things every day.
See, and I haven't used my phone yet for it. The two that I've done, I've used my laptop. So that's kind of like my next get out of comfort thing, is to actually use my phone for it.
There's a phone. You can use a filter too. Can you see a star here?
Uh-huh.
With a like as a wand. That's where you can do a filter. Okay. Because
Oh, okay.
on my Zoom, I have my filter. I don't put makeup on. I don't put foundation. So but soon people say, oh, you look great. I say, yeah, thank you. So, but even on Facebook, you can use the filter. So we don't have to, every time it's like, you feel like, you have to put like perfect makeup and all those to save your time. But obviously you won't be making a lot of makeup on the live that you look like, fake, because people want to see you as natural as possible. But good on you. I'm very happy with your progress, because it's really, you've been on board for a month and you are getting the results. So the question is, would you like to move faster? So that's why I want to schedule a call with you.
Yeah. I guess now I need to do the Facebook group, because that part I haven't done yet.
Yeah. Okay. All right. How about I'll show you the group, and then I will, because you can tell that's also take up a lot of energy doing the polls, answering people questions. Then you need to sign people into the group, and also start chatting them into, like, warming them as a lead. Is either, there's few stages: your content, okay, lead them into the group, okay, and then whether they will be your customer or whether they will be your consultant. Is that how?
Right, like a team member.
Team member. Okay. So would that be the step that you are going through? Because we will have to write that up for you, because eventually when you build your team, you'll be using the same formula to help your team to build. You can either, when people say, oh, it's too much on social media, but this is really the way, is how many network marketing, network event you can go in a week. Okay. So
yeah. And I mean, and I'm not going to pressure anybody to do it one way or another, because there are some people in the company that use a lot of the social media, and they've built teams almost exclusively that way. And other people still just use, whenever they're out and about in town and just talking to people. I'm just like, do it both, do whatever feels right for you.
Yeah. So what do you feel? How do you feel about? You want to do both?
Yeah, I mean, if I encounter, like, I took my cat to the vet yesterday, and I talked to the girl at the counter, and so I sent her, she was interested, and she gave me her email, and I sent her a little, like, 2-minute introductory video, just to intro the company. And I told her I'd get back to her by Friday unless I heard from her first. And and that's kind of a lot of what we used to do before the pandemic. And but I always had a hard time with that when I did this in another life, because I'm a teacher and I'm not around other adults a lot. You're stuck in a classroom with teenagers and you can't recruit them. Excuse me. So this time around, I'm like, okay, since the pandemic, social media has just been huge. Not that it wasn't before, but really everybody's been relying on it for business and stuff. So I'm like, okay, this is what's going to enable me to grow more faster if I learn how to use it, because I'm just not out there meeting people like a lot of other folks are able to do.
Yeah. Again, is the time efficiency, and how do we bulletproof? What would happen 6 months time, the pandemic hit again, and all this lockdown, and it's like, when you can't go out face to face, then online could be your plan B, because your plan A is like, I'm going out for network and all those. But again, your life stages is you need to look after mom. How often would you be able to be out every night?
Exactly. I can't. I don't really go out at night. If I do, it's only for maybe an hour, or I try to do it like right after school. So by the time I get home, I just stay home.
Yeah. Okay. So work around your lifestyle. That's what is working smart is for. Because in the past, I have no choice. The Amway people, the new skin people, I can't remember, but like they have to be out 2 to 3 nights a week, not just meeting new people, but training and all this commitment, different level of leadership or team members. Okay, so do both. Don't disregard one or the other. because you have seen
Yeah.
you have seen people being successful in either way. So that's why you're open to it. Okay. So that's fantastic. Okay. So as I said, action produce clarity. We don't need to know all the nitty-gritty, you just jump on board and do that. So one thing, what I would suggest is you're great, you're very natural on the live, so make a commitment. If you could stay on the same time, check out like the engagement, because you're getting a lot of engagement as well from like where you are with like 500 to, you probably were at 600 friends now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then differences, people ask, oh, why can't I do a recording video beforehand and then just, post it? But the fact is, when you go on live, your friends will get a notification that Christine is live now. So
Yeah.
that makes a difference. Okay. All right. So the second, we call that the safety net, is create an IG account, because Instagram is actually belongs to Facebook.
It's what?
Instagram belongs to Facebook. Facebook.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's why I'm here for your coach, that, this is really different. So let me look up a YouTube video that they will teach you how to link your Facebook and IG. But actually, I think if you just go into Instagram to set up your account, they will ask you what's your Facebook profile name, and then they will instantly, and then they can actually connect it. When you do live, I think that go directly straight into IG. Okay, but that is just your safety net, just in case anything happened on Facebook, you still have your IG account.
Oh, okay.
So we always have plan B. So you love like face-to-face, but now our plan B is Facebook. Okay, but you're growing now, and unfortunately, there's a lot of dodgy people. If they don't like you, if they report you or do something, your account could be blocked for 7 days. And not being online for 7 days is a lot of currency in today's world. So you have your IG, okay, or LinkedIn. But the main thing is to focus on one platform, doing that well first before you move on to the next. Because when you said you talk about mom and things like that, there's so much response. So it's like, it's not that you need to limit on the people around your age group, but you're more real to those who identify with you. So at the same time, you look at your audience. If you know them, the age, the geographic, parents, so that's where your angle going. That's why I say when you do it, then you start to see more, because you're a math teacher. So statistic wise, we're talking about, not talking about the t-test, but how significant is it with 10 out of 100 commenting about, aging parents, or 90 out of 100 comments are talking about aging parents. Does that make sense?
So, yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And next week I talk about the kids and the grandkids. So now, like I said, my daughter is married and I've got the grandkids now, but I think I will try to focus more on the grandkids. So I talk about the younger set and, activities for them and what we do for them. So that way I can hopefully engage more of the younger folks that are on my friends list.
Yeah, definitely. Because then, in terms of insurance, it's the whole lifespan, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So always when you put the content, what's the intention? What's the lesson people can learn from you? It's the education. That's where people enjoy watching you. Okay. So one thing about your post is make sure that you add some emoji. You don't have to have emoji all over the place, but the catchy topic. Okay. And the paragraph, space out a little bit more. So when you look at it,
okay,
it's like, is it easy to read, or I actually need to,
space. Okay.
Yeah. So if you look at if you look at my post, when you look at my earliest post, I did the same thing, but now you see that I really try to space out or put emoji, like, what not to do, and then, what to do, the lesson being, then you do the star. So people associate with, this is what not to do, this is what to do, that type of thing. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. So eventually we talk about the 4 quadrant, about the content, but right now, just try to write the content as you go. Okay. So how do you feel about setting up the group?
Well, something I've never done before, so time to get out of that comfort zone again.
Yeah. Okay, let me stop this. I don't know why my darling always give me Chinese on my Safari. Like, let me see. Let me launch this on Facebook. Okay, good. I get English. I have to use Trump Google. Okay, so let's do one thing at a time because the banner is also important. So let's say group. Okay, so when you do this, is your desktop similar to this?
Yeah, I remember seeing the create new group at the top. Yeah.
So you create a new group. So I will say I'll do a test group. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, this being recorded, so you can go back and watch it. Okay. Then when you show privacy, because this is a closed group. Oh, hang on. Yeah, it's still a private closed group, but people can search you. Okay. So you look at that.
Okay.
Public is anyone can see who is in the group and what they post. Private is only members can see who is in the group, what they post. Okay. So we use this because only by invitation. Otherwise, people left, right, and center want to come in. There's pros and cons, but they are not your avatar. Okay. So when you come to this, it is possible to have visible. People can see the group because once you get to 1,000 people in the group, Facebook will recommend your group to others. Okay.
Oh, wow.
And if people search the name of the group, okay, they will be able to search the name, financial freedom. Okay, but we will do another call on how to name your group. Okay, so at the moment, you can create a test group. Okay.
Okay.
And then you invite friends. What I'll do is I'll actually invite Evie and I'll invite you as well. Okay. And then I'll invite my VA, Rachel Green. Where are you? Spam. Rachel.
There she is. Oh, you passed it.
Oh, is that Rachel Green?
I saw Rachel Green.
Where?
Put the GR back in there. I saw the name.
Here you go. Oh, double L. You see so many ways. So
Right.
but Eve already know, but like we'll do this. Okay, so I add friends, create. Okay. Then it's the same thing with doing the banner. Choose from a group photo, choose from my photos or illustration, upload photos, affiliation, add group affiliation. So sometimes what you can do is group affiliation is to show specific person, organization is the admin of the group. Okay. So if I choose to have group affiliation, it's actually me. All right. Or this is actually affiliation. This is affiliated to my page. So I save it, Catherine Chan. Okay. So you can actually choose to affiliate different people. So you can choose to affiliate yourself. Okay. Add a description. So it's pretty much, you know, what's the purpose for this group? Okay. The best thing is to do research of other financial group. What do they talk about? Not necessarily copy from them. Look at what they do or go into the authentic women group. What I write about my group description is like to draw women together, to have a sisterhood, to try. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Only member is visible. General. Oh, learn more. So what we do is, oh, okay. The group will try not to do general. We'll try to do social learning. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So any questions so far in starting up a group?
Not yet. I guess we got to figure out how to change that general to social learning.
Yeah, I will have that for you soon because
Okay.
because it didn't come out. Okay, let's see manage. It's in the group setting. I can find it. Okay. Customize in the group setting on the left hand side. You can see that I went down group setting.
Group setting. Okay.
Okay, so you set up your group name, test group. You have the description. Privacy, you can always add location as well, because some people will try to, decide what. So group affiliation, membership, discussion. So here you go. Okay. So you can go through this, but at the moment, because I believe we haven't done anything, so save. Now, excellent. So once we have done that, excuse me, I have a tickle on my floor.
Yeah.
So who can approve? So what will happen is, again, so what I'll do is who can approve? Not anyone in the group, all right? Only admin and moderator.
Yeah.
So what you do is you could add me when you, okay. Can you go to your phone to accept the invitation?
There we go.
Good. Okay. Here you go.
Oh, there I am.
Go. So I'll click on you. Okay. I will add you as admin or moderator. So admin means have the same authority like me to do anything in the group, which means I could possibly remove, when I make you admin, you can possibly remove me from this group. Or moderator could moderate within the group, but don't have the same power as admin. And add as group expert means an expert that you are, the expert in the group to answer question to a certain level. Okay, so if I add you as a moderator, I'll have to send you invitation as well.
Okay, I don't see that one yet.
Yep, just give you a moment. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Good. Now let's come back to the basic setup. The customize is the address of the group. I believe once your group has more than 5,000 members, you won't be able to customize your address again. So Facebook group, yeah. So you can ask, I'll just say this is test. Okay. Oh, the
Oh,
minimum-
somebody must be using that, right? Oh, it has to be bigger. 5 characters.
alias
Um,
at container word. No, okay. Okay. The alias container are not supported. Please try another one. Okay, what would that be? Okay. Okay, so if you save it, your group name is that.
okay.
Batches, not so important at the moment. Okay. So cancel that. Group affiliation, as I said, is affiliated to me. If you want to, not affiliated to anyone, but you always want to do that to have.
Okay.
Yeah. Who can join the group? So only profile or profile and pages, because there are business pages that people can set up. So what's the difference with profile? Profile is us. Pages is business pages. You can see that I actually have 2 coaching pages, but Facebook doesn't like pages because Facebook is meant for us to be friends connected. It's not about business.
Okay.
Okay. So up to you to choose. And then sometimes when we first started, you don't want people left, right, and center come in and promote their page, promote their business, because you want to keep it clear. Because sometimes people will leave the group if they have a lot of so-called junk mail coming in.
Mm-hmm.
Even with my group right now, that I'm encouraging members to share, but it's still not there yet. But we're getting there to have more engagement. Okay. So just only profile. Who can approve member? Again, it's only admin and moderator. Okay. Who is pre-approved to join? So choose a group, but I don't think this function is very important. Okay. And who can post a discussion? Is there anyone in the group or admins only? Okay. Then I would say post up to you. You want member must be approved by an admin or moderator, or member can post directly to the group. So it's your decision. You can change this anytime. Okay. But just for the safety, for me, I will approve the post first before people can post. Okay. Or you can add admin to do it. Okay. Sort comments. This setting apply to all posts in the group by default. Suggest default, most recent, all comment. This doesn't really matter. Okay. Then approve edit. Would you allow people to edit their post after they post?
Well, I guess if I'm approving the post in the first place, if they make changes to it, you'd still want to approve it.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly. Okay. So you make the decision. Okay. Default tag discussion. Okay. Choose the tag that people will see first when they come to the group. Discussion, buy and sell. Again, is your discussion. Write something, choose a photo, choose the format that works best for your group.
Write something.
Okay. Post shortcut. Okay. Nowadays, we have a lot of this. Okay. But Reels is a different story. But Reels is like, even though I say posts are education, but Reels, now people really, if you go on a public transport, people really, you can see their thumb just scrolling. They're either watching TikTok or Reels on Facebook or Instagram story. It's just minus scrolling. Okay. Post format again is how you want to post. Whether you want to close all this, okay. Then you can add to group. Because Facebook change all the time. Okay. Okay. And anonymous posting. Do you want to allow this? Okay.
I don't think so.
Yeah, so it's off. People won't be able to submit. Okay. Then all this, do you want this to be allowed in the group? Okay. So all this detail take your time. Okay. This will be interesting. I might have to check because these are all very new to me. Facebook change all the time. So because sometimes even inside my own group, I'm not allowed to put GIF. I feel like, we want to give badges for people. Okay. Okay. Now this is the link pages. Again, as you can see, I have quite a few pages around throughout the years that I've been doing this. So you can link that or recommend groups.
So is that where so you put that page in yourself on the linked pages?
Well, this, you can create new link page as well.
Oh, okay. So then, yeah, you do. Oh, okay. Like,
this
so
is,
it's another Facebook page.
yeah, it's another Facebook page, but would you be creating a new Facebook page?
Well, no, I was just wondering if I would, if the FinFit Life has a Facebook page, if I put that on there.
Possible. Yeah, I used to link that. Okay, go back on. All right, so this could change. It's just that the Facebook group name, I think you only allowed to change it every 90 days. Okay, and apps at the moment, unless you're already really established business, then your apps, you link your apps to it. Okay, so these are the management. Okay. Allow Facebook.
You know, one of the good things is when school starts again and I've got all the kids in there, I can ask them questions and they'll be able to help me.
Oh, you know, okay. So this is what you allow Facebook to suggest your group.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I want to do that.
Yeah. So this is all about, this one is about setting, group quality. Okay. If content in a group goes against the community standard, like, you know, racist comment, all those. Okay. Moderation, alert, nothing here, engagement keyword. So this will be other time to do it because it's a lot of data in here. Okay. Member report content, no member report. So some content that if the member does not like it, they can report to that. Okay. But the activities log is very important today's. Okay. So we will look at how often, if you say look at more filters, is look at members, how many people join, former members, activity like that type of thing. So this will be another layer about it, but we will be able to see the engagement. Which time of the day is more popular? Which day of the week is the most popular? So we put the most important in that. Okay. So in the group page, you can create, you can schedule in. This is the beauty about having a group. You can schedule your posts.
Ah, okay.
Okay. So you
so
can,
if I've got something going on, if I want to keep going, something to go out at 8 o'clock and I can't be on at 8 o'clock, I can schedule it to post then.
yeah, exactly.
Nice.
Nice. Okay. So you can create a test group to do that. Yep, go on.
I was gonna say that 8 o'clock time slot, I noticed a big difference from, remember that the other day I got busy and I didn't actually get it posted until like 10 p.m. my time. And right, there's a big difference in the amount of activity that evening.
Yeah. Yeah. Average people will start to have, young families start to have dinner between 5. As the family growing older till 7, then 8 o'clock, most people will finish. No one want to eat any later than 8 anyway, even though there are people eat later than 8, but the majority of the population will be done by 8. And then they will sit down and rest, start to scrolling the phone, start to notice the notification. So 8 o'clock around the group. Yeah. But later on, we will be able to see in your group the data.
All right, very good.
Now, pending post is people who put the post in and you look at that, okay?
And they're waiting to be approved, right?
Yeah.
Is that what?
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Membership question. Ask 3 questions, okay? Think of 3 questions that is important to you.
Right. Pending questions. Okay, we want 3 of them.
Okay. So what we call that's a lead magnet. Okay. Would you like my ebook? Or would you like a financial planning tool? Or like what is legally this? Oh, but you're licensed, you're licensed already. So you actually have a lot of right to give like, financial planning, financial advice, those type of things. So would you like a free gift? If they say yes, they need to give you your email address. But again, that is another app that we can use to automatically collect the email from your group. So you don't have to manually go into Facebook, because at the moment with Facebook, you have to manually keep that email address. Okay, because once you approve the member, you don't get to see those 3 questions. This is very important. Does that make sense?
Okay.
So free gift, one of the, like you came through to do my 7 days challenge. That's in like once they have free gift, they get to know you. Then you might have a program or webinar. Okay, so you connect an email. And then one question is you can try to ask them whether they are your avatar. Because sounds like at the moment you want to do really broad, but sometimes we need to come to become a specialist. As you are doing teaching,
okay,
become a specialist.
Right. So I want to know if they're my ideal client.
Yeah.
Okay.
So maybe it's like, oh, what is your experience with insurance, or do you have a policy or something like that? Like this financial side is more your special area. So it's like 3 questions. Are they familiar with financial product or insurance product? Do they want to have a free gift of understanding more about the differences between different policy? Okay, so you can write up a cheat sheet or checklist of how to look for ideal, how to get a policy that is suitable for you. Something like that. Okay, we can start with that, but eventually your group might be, you want to point more direction to find team member, then we might add questions like, are you looking for a side hustle? Are you looking at building a bit online business, or are you looking on to building a business? Do you want to do my program?
So this should start out as just one group, and then do I start filtering them into 2 set, or should I
just
have just a group just for clients, or a group just for team members?
Well, eventually you probably will have a team member. Okay, so the beauty of you right now, because you're just starting out. Okay, so as you say, you are not a dictator. When you have people come in to become your team member, they can just do face-to-face networking, or they want to do social media. But the fact is, because the way you're building is, you can get your team member to come in and put their clients or their prospect. But again, that's the integrity issues, that when the prospect approach you, how would you handle it? Because you hand it back to the your team member, right? Because eventually you still have, things.
Yeah, I think the general way that we've always kind of approached people is is going with like the team member part of it. But when we do the actual presentation, it starts out with all the education and how this can help you as an individual.
Yeah.
And then on the back end, it's, oh, and here's the money you can make if you want to help other people with this too.
Yep. So you get a referral fees, or we'll talk about is a commissions or affiliate fees, that type of thing. So people say, why not? Because you always recommend product anyway. People will come and say, oh, Catherine, you know, which restaurant you like to go? Because my husband and I should be a millionaire. Because like, you go on holiday, what do you want to do? Because our lifestyle is on Facebook before all these businesses. We're always, you know, out and about. So people will come and ask us. So it's very common. Why not? You're doing something and you get paid to do what you like. Okay. So you look at how you want to build your group. Again, do a very broad aspect at the moment.
Okay. Very broad.
We can narrow it down. It's just like when we write an essay, you come down as a funnel, introduction, and then you come down to eventually you might just have a page for your team member, because it's more business strategies, isn't it? So this, in a general case, the first one that you still can build as a free group. And then you narrow down as you come through with the, you know, the authentic women. Now you're in the authentic women elite. Then I have another group, it's called the Authentic Women Academy. Okay, so as we go on, it's the ascension model, but this model will apply very broadly to different type of business.
Okay, so I love it that you're women elite, because in this insurance business, we're team elite.
Yeah.
Okay, so actually then, as I get team members, I guess I really don't have to have my own team member page because my team already has one.
Yeah, not yet. Not yet.
So, like you said, just keep this very broad, keep it more about financial education.
Yeah.
I'll have to figure out exactly how and what I can do in my little freebies.
Yeah. Okay. But
And
your
then, and all right. So
Mhm.
start. So I should just so I can get a little familiar with some of the stuff, make a test group first.
Yeah, because a lot
Okay.
of things that once you, it's not a lot of things, because the name of the group you cannot change. I think it's within 90 days or even 30 days. So do a test group. Think about the name. Let me check which app that you can check what name is more attractive. Okay, we can use all that. Okay, but your job right now is to start up a test group. Does that make sense? You just take one step
Yes.
at a time. And once you are, you know, familiar with it and decided for the group name, then you set up another group.
Okay, and I'm part of a few other like business networking and other groups. And if I get, you know, a few names, I'm sure I can ask them to say, hey guys, what sounds good to you for a group name?
Yep.
And I can get a lot of input from a bunch of folks.
Yeah. Okay. But let me look up an app that is not on top of my head right now, that we can do a comparison.
Ooh.
Just in
Okay.
America, what name is more, you know, hot at the moment in comparison, like money or finance, which one versus which one is more people search on the internet. Okay.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
So, but today, I don't, the reason I didn't prepare that one is not prepared, but like, you know, it's somewhere in my database, but the group is a lot. So, you know, to test and run, so you can do that, even practicing the scheduling of the posts. Okay. Because
Yeah.
between my two VA, we have another group, a private group, is like the schedule of what we're doing.